and spin for as long as my cell phone battery will hold up. But I figured I should actually do one because I haven't done a real at night gin and spin in a while. But tonight, my husband and my one of our best friends, mutual best friends from high school, are at the football game. So they are at well, Eric's a UFC fan because we're from South Carolina, and we live in Tennessee. So I guess they're being traitors and sitting on the the USC side. So anyhow, they're out of town. I just got the kids down to drink. Hey, and yeah, so I was like, this clearly calls for a martini and some yarn. So cheers if you are also out there ginning and spinning somewhere. I ended up making myself I wanted like a legit martini, and I ended up making it with sweet vermouth because that's all I had in the house. Because a friend of mine who, also from high school, just moved to, where did she move to? England. So she left me, hey, all of her gin and her, vermouth. So thank you, Summer. Cheers. And let's see, what am I working on today? Oh, and this is me, like, totally, I took a shower with no makeup on. So, oh, thank you. These are, like, the cheapest glasses ever. Go to Zenni Optical. It's Zenni Optical. They've got the most bomb glasses, and they're so cheap. So, I'm finishing up our fall collection. These are the braids that they're getting spun from, but they're sort of like gothy and awesome because you know, I was kind of a latent goth kid at heart that I never outgrew, so I do love me some dark colors. So this one is Wolf in the Woods, and it's turned out really pretty in yarn, so this is what I'm spinning from. And then this one I think I called Gothic and Fabulous because it just makes me laugh. So anyhow, I'm going to put it on what I'm actually doing so y'all don't have to look at me with no makeup on for any longer. So I just got out of the shower and I was like, I probably should care. Real YouTube people care. And I was like, I don't care. So, anyhow, I'm just going to start unbraiding these. And like I said, my battery may die, but hold on a second. So here is my King Bee, and it's, oh, here, if you want to see it fully folded, that's it fully folded. And then to unfold it, yeah, I like how you can leave the Lazy Kate just like chilling on the top. Like, if you're, I put it up if I'm like traveling with it, but you can, oh, my battery's dying. You can, here, I'll try to do this quickly. I'm gonna unbraid this. And, but this is the King Bee fully folded, so the Lazy Kate goes over on the side. I wouldn't care either. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see if I feel like with braids, does anybody else feel, there it goes. There's always one side that like unbraids easily, and then there's like another side that does not unbraid at all. So good. Looks like I found the side that unbraids easy. And I will show y'all my little trick, because this yarn is beaded yarn. So here, my little trick for beaded yarn. So y'all should feel special, because I usually just have this in my Dream Yarn course. But if you're doing beaded yarn, kind of take a little piece and fluff it out. Move this. And then I've got, these are just regular old beads from, they're cool. They're like, some are matte, some are shiny, from like Hobby Lobby. And let's see. Yep, my toddler always finds the easy. Yeah, oh, that's good. I wish, I sometimes have a hard time finding the uneasy braid end. And then you take this little tiny crochet hook that mine has tape stuck on it. I don't know why. But it is a size 14.75 mm if you care. But apparently that size fits in these tiny little beads from Hobby Lobby, like so. And then you loop, I like to loop some of the fiber through that way. And then you pull it through like so. And you don't want to have, see how there's like a loop on this end and a tail on that end? That'll spin funny, so make sure, and I usually kind of use my crochet hook, make sure you pull that end so that it's not looped. So then you have a cute little bead on your fiber. So I would usually do more than just one of these, but for the sake of my battery is dying, we're just going to do one. So, get this out of the way. But that's my handy dandy little tool I use to make beaded yarn. So you want to get some of those first, and then I just stick them on my knee. And then this is going to be kind of bulky weight yarn, so I'm kind of stripping it out, but I'm not going to strip it out like too thin. So I'm going to pull this out. And let's see, for bulky weight yarn, I think you want to leave it pretty chunky. Everybody else who has a hard time spinning thicker yarns always like, Erin, how do you spin such thick yarn? The trick is be lazy like me and don't strip it out so far. So leave it to start with in kind of like this nice hunk. And let me get a bobbin here. Oh yeah, here, for those of you who don't have Spinlution wheels, marvel at the easiness of sticking a bobbin on there. It's like the slickest thing ever, because it's all held on here with magnets. Hope I lost my bead. Here's my bead. So, let's see, I got it on the right gear, and I've got it on a big gear since I'm doing bulky weight yarn. And, let's see, let's set this over here. Like I said, my battery's probably gonna die. I'm just gonna attach this, but I'm not gonna do too much drafting because I want it to be bulky. So I'm gonna leave it, you'll get to see leave it pretty thick. And I'm just sort of holding it and then feeling the, thickness and pulling it back. So I guess it's sort of a semi-woolen spin. And then when you want to put the bead in, you just hold it, going along the same way. Kind of catch that fiber in. And then you pinch, let it twist, and then pull it back. So there you go. That's spinning a bead in. But yeah, now my phone is blinking at me. So it's about to die. Awesome. So yeah, no, there you go. Like I said, so, that's something I've got in my, we did like a whole art yarn section in the Dream Yarn course, and I'm going to add a color theory section to be continued. But anyhow, so that's what I'm up to, and I wish I could stay and chat. My phone's dying, so, anyhow, have a good night. But yeah, since I was here by myself and I had yarn and gin, I was like, I gotta do a gin and spin. So anyway, y'all have a great one, and I will talk to you soon.